The Emperor has passed away.
Your Highness, the former Empress. We must root out the problem.
The Crown Prince is dead. He is mine. Today, I got what I wanted. Why not use my brother's blood as ink, gold and bricks as silk, and dance with ink to create a painting to celebrate for me?
Regicide and usurpation against all heavenly laws. How can you call it getting what you wanted? No.
If you don't comply, I will have my brother torn to pieces.
Yan, your consort will surely avenge you, for great Yan, to punish the wicked and eliminate evil.
Your Highness, your delivery is near. How can you bear this day after day? If not for the Prince of Yi, disregarding brotherly bonds and assassinating the late Emperor, you, Her Majesty the Empress, would not be suffering like this.
Now that the Prince of Yi has ascended the throne, you cannot afford to be so outspoken. Roots must be deep for flowers to bloom. When the blade is drawn, blood must pay for blood.
Her Majesty the Empress, her noble consort Li, and pure consort have arrived.
What an eyesore!
The new Emperor's ascension relied entirely on the Empress's clan, the Xiao family of Linguan, and General Pei, father of noble consort Li.
But pure consort is the only one in the palace who has given birth to a prince.
You must always remember that you are nothing but a widow from the former dynasty.
Before the Emperor departed on campaign, He ordered you to kneel for 6 full shi each day to pray for the army. Continue kneeling.
Farewell, Your Majesty. Regicide and usurpation, murder of loyal officials. I will make you pay for every sin and restore to Great Yan a peaceful world.
Lady Pure Consort, His Majesty has newly obtained from Linguan a blood jade plaque of the Eastern barbarians, and has specially bestowed it upon you.
His Majesty has already triumphed and will soon return to court.
Whose daughter is this? Take it to shield yourself from the cold.
Mistress, what's wrong? Mistress, you're bleeding.
Quick, get the scissors!
Scissors. Where are the scissors?
Don't panic. Labor was due these 2 days anyway.
Mistress, bear with it.
Boil some hot water and have someone decoct the hemostatic herbs as well.
Yeah.
Imperial Noble Consort. In today's herbal dregs from Qiuqiang Hall, the 3 ingredients, salvia, ligusticum, red peony, were found.
Salvia miltioriza, ligusticum chuangxiang, Peonia rubra.
These ingredients, they are all for postpartum bleeding control.
Zhang Qingyu got pregnant and gave birth. Oh, really? Jiang Qingyue. She actually managed to hide this from me without a single leak.
The former emperor passed away just over half a year ago. Calculating the timeline, the child she bore must be the late emperor's posthumous son.
If the late emperor's bloodline still lives, the remnants of the previous court will rebel. I must uproot her completely to quit Jiang Ho.
You, our child, will be called Shen Shi Jing.
Yeah. Our Qingye is a little prince.
Your Highness, Consort Li has arrived. Could she be here because? Perhaps she knows you've given birth?
The Xiao and Pei families are at their peak. until we eliminate the new emperor's faction. Not a word must leak out. Ji Yue, take Jing Heir and hide him well.
Yes, Your Highness. Your Highness!
Since Consort Li is so impatient, then let's start with the Pei family.
The prince is praying by imperial decree. No one may barge in.
The Emperor's away on campaign. I am the Imperial Edict. Today, I will enter, whether you like it or not.
May I ask why Consort Li has come to Qixjiang Hall? What brings you here?
I hear that Qixjiang Hall is hiding the late Emperor's bastard. Search everywhere, I say. Search everywhere for me.
The late emperor has been dead for over half a year. I never knew that in this world there were still surviving heirs of the late emperor.
The Emperor is away on campaign. You went to great lengths to conceal your pregnancy. Did you think the entire palace was blind and deaf?
I knelt and prayed daily for blessings on the army. How could I have been pregnant and given birth?
Whether there is a late Emperor's bastard, we'll know after the search.
Your Highness, I found these herbal residues as expected.
These things are all herbs for postpartum bleeding. You concealed the late Emperor's heir. That crime deserves death.
Your Highness, you misunderstand. I recently injured my arm. Using these hemostatic herbs is nothing strange.
Who knows whether your injury is real or fake?
Matron Jewel, strip her clothes off for me. Examine her thoroughly.
Consort Li, I am the former empress. If you humiliate me so publicly, when His Majesty asks about it, it may not bode well for you, Your Highness.
How dare you! The Emperor returns to court tomorrow. This concerns the remnants of the late Emperor. His Majesty will show no mercy.
If Your Highness insists on searching, then let only Matron Zhou examine me. Otherwise, I will not obey.
Matron Zhou, go and examine her thoroughly for me.
Yes. This servant once served in the presence of the late Emperor. Thank you, Your Highness. It was Your Highness's cloak that saved my daughter Yuji's life.
Nanny Zhou, what have you found?
Your Highness, this lady shows no signs of having given birth.
If you dare conceal anything from me, I will have you beaten to death right now.
I wouldn't dare.
Your Highness, there's something moving in the wardrobe.
Zhangjiang Jingye, what is it that you're hiding in that wardrobe?
Just some old clothes.
Is that so? Open it and let me see.
The wardrobe is full of dust and dirt. I fear it's not fit for Your Highness's eyes.
You really did hide that unfilial son in the wardrobe.
Your Highness, please don't open it. It might be offensive to you.
Zhang Qingyue, why are you blocking the search? Step aside now.
Oh, really, Jiang Qingyue? How dare you pull tricks on purpose to startle me? Catch that beast and bring it back to me. Yeah.
Xuer is the only companion I have in the palace. Please, Your Highness, spare it.
Your Highness, I have caught the beast.
Since it's your only companion, then I'll have it. Beaten to death with clubs and its skin flayed. To startle me, you must pay the price. Consort Chu, strike hard.
Yes.
I'm tired. This widow from the former dynasty will be handed over to His Majesty for his personal judgment tomorrow. Return to the palace.
Mistress,
Jinge, how is Jinger?
the little prince makes not a single sound. Could it be?
Your Highness, could it be? We were really mistaken?
Don't be deceived by her few words. Keep a close watch on her. If anything unusual happens, report to me immediately.
Yes.
Tomorrow, His Majesty returns. The skills I've practiced so hard these days will finally come in use.
Jinger, don't scare your mother.
The young prince survived a great calamity. Fortune must follow. Thankfully, that old nursemaid still remembered her mistress's kindness. Otherwise, the consequences would have been unthinkable.
Consort Li's search of Qixiang Hall must have had the Empress's approval. Once the Emperor returns to court tomorrow, the palace will become even more treacherous.
What then of the young prince? What shall we do with him?
Now, there is only one path left. Before the Emperor returns, send Jing-Er out of the camp.
Your Highness, tomorrow, the Emperor has ordered the entire harem to welcome him. Sending the prince out of camp, then, will likely be too late.
Now we must pull chestnuts from the fire to buy a sliver of hope.
But where else can the young prince go?
The Jiang family has been executed entirely by the Emperor's order. Now we can only turn to Master Xie.
Yuer, my Qinghen guard will be yours from today. They leave no official record. They can investigate what you need. Protect whom you wish to protect.
I, Xie Xuan, am at your service, my lady. Command me as you will.
Is the Emperor's congratulatory gift ready?
As you instructed, everything is prepared.
To ruin the Xiao and Pei families, we need the Emperor's hand. this time using Jinger's departure. We'll make Consort Li lose the Emperor's favor completely. Today, the Emperor returns to court and will feast the officials tonight. I trouble you, Nurse Zoe, to take this food box out of the palace.
Inside this food box is
Zhang Qingyue is sending the late Emperor's bastard out of camp. This time, I'll make sure you have no grave left to rot in.
It will send Consort Li on the path to losing the Emperor's favor. Nanny Joe, take this food box back first. The real gift will be collected tomorrow at the hour of the rooster. One more thing.
Welcome back to the palace, Your Majesty.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. A triumphant return.
Prize! Consort Chun, you have worked hard raising the prince. This blood jade token, do you like it?
Your Majesty keeps every promise. I am deeply grateful.
Why hasn't she come to greet me? Could she still be angry with me? Did I not order the entire harem to welcome me?
Your Majesty has just returned, already asking after Zhang Qingyue. Your Majesty, we consorts have prepared a tribute for you. She went to make preparations.
You are. You are.
I know full well Your Majesty favors painting and calligraphy. So I specially mastered the art of ink dancing to welcome Your Majesty's triumphant return.
Enough. Martial arts and ink dancing. Nothing more than a bid for attention.
Why didn't Zhang Qingyue come to greet us? Go to Qijiang Hall and bring her here.
A leftover widow from the previous dynasty. How dare you appear before His Majesty?
Fit or not. That is for me to decide. I'm tired.
Your Majesty, would you take your anger out on me over at Zhang Qingyue?
Everything changes, let alone a ruler's heart. Better make plans early.
Rest assured, Your Highness, I have already gathered evidence of her crimes.
Send word to Father. Ask him to join me in jointly denouncing Jiang's crimes.
Yeah.
Ji, there's only one chance.
Long ago, Prince of Chen, Gaozi, crossed the Luo River, and even the goddess in the painting knew to greet him on the waves. You did not come to greet me. Are you still angry with me?
I chant sutras daily to cast aside delusions, to clear my mind. I only pray for your Majesty's safety. Yet I do not know in what capacity I should face your Majesty.
Prepare my bath.
Allow me first to wash your Majesty's face.
To persuade my father to revoke the betrothal decree, I once knelt outside this hall for 3 days and 3 nights. For what happened before, you cannot blame me. You were always meant to be mine.
Your Majesty. No.
Still want to kill me?
If I truly did, what would your Majesty do?
Ladies, this place is off limits.
Jiang Qingyue, widow of the former dynasty, how dare you seduce the emperor?
Insolent. Entering without summons. Where are your manners?
Your Majesty, you're wounded.
Emthai, withdraw.
Your Majesty, this concerns remnants of the late emperor. I dare not decide on my own. I've brought Consort Chu to report to your Majesty.
Report what?
I wish to accuse Jiang Qingyue of secretly giving birth to the late emperor's heir and attempting to hide him, a crime tantamount to treason. She pretends to fawn on your Majesty only to blind your Majesty, so she can hide that bastard of the late emperor in a food container and smuggle him out of the palace.
Jiang Qingyue, you know what happens to those who deceive me.
Your Majesty, I have never been pregnant. There is no heir of the late emperor. They have falsely accused me.
Your Majesty, as far as I know, Jiang Qingyue has already given the food box to an old maid. If we apprehend that servant, the truth will come to light.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty. General Pei outside the hall has been waiting for you.
Bring that servant here and interrogate her thoroughly.
Enter. Since His Majesty has ordered me to handle this, your life and death are in my hands. Consort Chu, strike her hide!
Yeah.
His Majesty has not issued an explicit decree of guilt. To carry out a private punishment is an act of overstepping authority.
Right now, my father, General Pei, is petitioning His Majesty to eradicate you completely.
Your Majesty just returned to court, and already a palace concubine colludes with an official, swaying your will. Your Majesty must know and must be pleased.
You're about to die, yet you still dare to stir up trouble.
Your Highness, they've caught Granny Joe. In Granny Joe's hands. Is that food box? Caught red-handed. She's confessed everything.
Now we have both witnesses and evidence. Let's see how you deny it now. What did she confess earlier? In front of your Lady Jiang. State it clearly.
I indeed, on Lady Jiang's orders, was taking the food box out of camp. I did indeed act on Lady Jiang's orders to take the food box out of the palace. But it's just an ordinary food box. I don't know what crime I've committed.
Idiot. Is this what you call a confession? Come the box. You disloyal wretch! First you helped Jiang Qingyue conceal her childbirth, and then you helped her Eid, the new emperor's bastard son. I think you've lived long enough.
Consort Li, I haven't shielded anyone.
Still lying?
Granny Joe did not help me conceal anything. Consort Li, are you trying to force a confession by torture?
Yuji from the Laundry Bureau is your daughter, isn't she? If you want her to live, confess this instant.
Please spare my daughter, Your Highness. I'll tell you everything. Lady Jiang wanted to send out another food box.
Where is that box?
In Qingqiang Hall, under the Buddhist altar, in the side hall.
Go fetch it at once! Yes. Once both the witness and the evidence are present, the Emperor will have you executed immediately.
Consort Li, you claim to share His Majesty's burdens. But in reality, you are cutting yourself off from imperial favor.
You want to gamble on His Majesty's heart with me. Then I'll play along. How about I brand your favorite hibiscus pattern all over your body, every inch of your skin, so that it matches your status as the former empress.
Once these hibiscus flowers bloom all over your body, let's see how you can still seduce His Majesty.
You think just because the Emperor owes the Pei family military merits, he will indulge you and let you run amok?
The Pei family helped His Majesty ascend the throne. The realm belongs half to the Pei family. In His Majesty's heart, I am irreplaceable.
Does Your Highness know that extreme prosperity is followed by decline?
Her Highness is throwing her weight around.
Your Majesty, I am interrogating Jiang Qingyue to make her confess as soon as possible.
Some people really think they're clever.
Indeed.
Jiang Qingyue, don't think that playing pitiful in front of His Majesty will save you from the death penalty.
I was talking about you. Running an illegal court in the palace. Since when does the realm bear the name Pei?
Your Majesty, the words of a former dynasty widow must not be trusted. I have captured Granny Zhou She has confessed all of Jiang's crimes. She awaits your majesty's verdict.
Your Majesty, it was she who, under Jiang Qingyu's orders, hid the former emperor's bastard in a food box and smuggled it out of the palace.
Speak. Who exactly ordered you to do this?
Indeed, this servant acted on Lady Jiang's orders to send the food box out of the palace.
If you confess now, I might spare your life.
Your Majesty, I have never deceived you. I beg you to do justice for wet nurse Zhou. Consort Li threatened her daughter's life to force her into falsely accusing me. I beseech you to spare both mother and daughter and let them leave the camp.
I want to see who dares to murder innocents and coerce someone into deceiving me.
At Qixiang Hall, I never saw any infant. I was confused and nearly harmed her ladyship. Please forgive me, Your Majesty.
You only know how to threaten with death, but you don't understand a mother's heart. It would sacrifice life itself.
Your Majesty, this servant must have been swayed by Jiang Tingyue. She's freeing me. I've already sent people to gather evidence. Once that food box is found, the truth will come out.
Your Majesty, I found this food box in the side hall of Qixiang Hall.
Your Majesty, the late Emperor's bastard is hidden inside this box. I beg you to execute Jiang Qingyue immediately.
If it involves the late emperor's offspring, I will show no mercy. Open the box.
Yes.
Your Majesty. No doubt.
Jiang Qingyue is hiding something. There must be something wrong.
I already gave you a chance. Open it.
This is what I, your humble servant, painted. The painting is titled Crane Shadow Over Rivers and Mountains. On the day of your Majesty's return to court, I entrusted it to Granny Zhou to be sent to the temple for enshrinement, as a prayer for the kingdom's eternal stability.
The spirit and strength in Yuera's brushwork have always been unmatched. Cranes cry into the azure clouds, praying for your Majesty's 1,000-year legacy. This was written for me. Was it not?
No, Your Majesty. If it were truly a painting, why all this secrecy? It must be to cover something up. Jiang Qingyue usually has her maids by her side at all times. But today, they're nowhere to be seen. She must have sent that wicked son of hers out of the palace. I implore Your Majesty to order his capture at once.
Your Majesty, this servant just went to fetch medicine for my mistress. My mistress said that the rivers and mountains painting needed blood to water the land, to show true sincerity. So she cut her arm and used her blood as ink, causing her to become weak in blood, deficient.
Jew, that's enough.
Your Majesty, do not be deceived so easily by what this maid says. Tonight, all carriages coming and going must be inspected thoroughly. And can her innocence be proven?
No need for an inspection. I trust you, heir. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Your servant did not want to be misunderstood by your Majesty as seeking favor. Your Majesty, I humbly request permission to leave the palace. Your subject has nowhere to place herself and wishes to enter a temple for cultivation to pray for your Majesty.
Your Majesty, according to palace regulations, consort of the previous dynasty, should be buried with the deceased emperor. If you grant her to enter Buddhist practice, it would also show your majesty's mercy.
Consort Li, you speak too much. Lady Chu used unauthorized punishment. She is fined half a year's salary. Consort Li is arrogant and reckless, lacking the virtue of a consort. Return to your palace for reflection. I now confer upon Jiang Qingye.
Your Majesty, I was once a consort of the previous emperor. If I am enfeoffed now, I fear at tonight's palace banquet. It will cause criticism among the court officials.
Your Majesty, the time for the palace banquet has come. The ministers have been waiting for quite a while.
I will silence them. This position in the harem, I will surely give it to you.
The emperor has returned. His will is clear. Do you see clearly now, noble consort?
His Majesty has always detested those of deep scheming. I will make him see your true face.
Noble consort, what use is a heart full of sincerity? Loving in vain is the great taboo for women in the harem.
His Majesty's interest in her does not seem like a whim. If she is bent on revenge and gains His Majesty's protection, wouldn't that be?
Shut up! Your brother serves under my father. If anything happens to my family, just will.
Now that the Eastern Yi are crushed, everything is settled. Minister Lu, tell me, are there any improprieties in the rituals?
Your Majesty, only the former Empress Jiao should be buried with the dead according to custom.
What if I take Lady Jiang into my harem?
Your Majesty, this act defies ritual law. It may destabilize the state. You absolutely must not.
Minister Lu was deeply trusted by the former emperor. I too should reward him properly. General Pei. Present Minister Lu, this gift of golden paste.
I dare not.
General Pei, this gift was originally for you. Now someone else endures it in your stead. You should thank me. Once the gold seals his flesh, he will know better than to speak so freely. This was taught to me by the late emperor.
Wow! Your Majesty would go this far?
The Empress ordered me to report. It concerns the enfeoffment of Lady Jiang. No one in the court dares to object anymore, but once she is enfeoffed, the consequences will be endless. A night, the Empress will invite His Majesty to Yihua Palace. No one will pay attention to that from Kikshang Hall.
I will never let her survive this night.
Was it smooth getting Jinger out of the camp? Was it smooth?
Everything went as you arranged, mistress. Mr. Xi said that he will take care of it, the widow Zhou and her daughter. Please rest assured, mistress. Mistress, just now, why did you deliberately provoke Consort Li?
Rage burns the heart. Once she's flustered, it'll be easier to spring our trap. Sedative powder? Chongning Xuan? Chongning Xuan?
Zhang Jingyue, let me go! I did nothing.
Sneaking into my hall late at night. It can't be just to knock me out. What exactly? Are you people plotting?
I don't understand what you mean. Let go of me.
You want me to die in the Qixiang Hall fire, don't you?
What nonsense are you talking?
In that case, I'll give you exactly what you want. Close the door!
Jiang Qingyu, you're doing this on purpose. Help! Help! Jiang Qingyu, you mad woman. On the door now! I'll tell the Emperor that you set this fire yourself. It has nothing to do with me.
I'm afraid you'll never see the Emperor again. You've done so many evil deeds for noble Consort Li. She will surely silence you.
Impossible. I follow her every order. She can't just discard me so easily.
Just because your family is under the Pei family's thumb, you have to do evil for noble Consort Li. The Emperor is already wary of the Peis. Once the Pei clan is destroyed, how can you survive alone?
It's Lady Li. She's come to save me.
Jiang Qingyue. Oh, Jiang Qingyue. Even if someone comes to rescue you, you'll have been burned to ashes by then. Hurry up and stop that little darling. Yeah.
My mistress is still trapped inside. I must inform His Majesty. Get people to put out the fire.
Tonight there's a palace banquet. No one is allowed to disturb it. I will take care of it for His Majesty. Someone, put out the fire. Make sure the fire doesn't spread elsewhere and ruin the palace banquet. Got it?
Yes.
If anything happens to my mistress, His Majesty will surely hold you accountable.
How dare you! If you want to live, shut your mouth.
Your Highness, it's bad. Consort Chu is still inside.
Your Majesty, I've heard that Qixiang Hall is on fire.
The carriages at the palace gates. How's the inspection coming along?
Your Majesty, you did say there was no need for inspection. I wouldn't dare. I'll send someone to check right away.
Your Majesty, you've traveled far. Please go to Yihua Palace to rest. I will have the fire extinguished.
No need to Qixiang Hall.
Let's go and have a look.
If His Majesty finds out, I'm afraid.
Silence. It's because she's useless. Don't blame me. Since you're so loyal, then I will send you on your way.
Chikjiang Hall is on fire. Why didn't anyone put it out?
Your Majesty, I also heard that Chikjiang Hall caught fire. So I came specially to check. I never expected to see this scene. I was startled myself.
Where is your mistress?
My mistress is still trapped inside. Right now, I fear something terrible has happened.
Yuevar.
Your Majesty. I fear I am burned by the smoke.
Chikjiang Hall is on fire. Yet you arrived before even me. It seems you care more about these harem affairs than I do.
Your Majesty, I assist the Empress in managing the 6 palaces. It is my duty. Tonight, perhaps it is all fate.
Your Majesty, Chikjiang Hall is old and dilapidated. The hall doors are likely stuck. Useless. No matter what it takes, I command you to rescue her immediately. Whoever disobeys will be executed on the spot.
Your Majesty.
Did you hear clearly what noble consort Li said? If you want to live, do as I say. Your Majesty, watch out!
How is she? She was saving me and ended up like this. If anything happens to her.
Your Majesty, Lady Jiang has depleted her qi and blood, and now, having inhaled the smoke, I must prescribe some restorative medicine. She must take it on time to fully recover.
Everyone leave.
Your Majesty, if my life is not accepted by the world, I beg you to grant me death. Let my family be spared.
Don't say that. Just now, you shielded me with your body. I will ensure your safety.
Your Majesty, my arm is burned.
Since Lady Li is injured, perhaps Your Majesty should take her sister back to the palace. I will attend to matters here.
She seems perfectly fine to me. Lady Li, why did the Chikjiang Hall suddenly catch fire?
Your Majesty, how would I know? About Chikjiang Hall?
Your Majesty, Lady Chu entered the hall, and soon after, a fire broke out. I believe she set the fire to harm my mistress.
Silence!
Bring Lady Chu here.
Lady Chu, you set fire to Chikjiang Hall. Do you confess your crime?
What's wrong with her?
She must have hit her head, and now she's disoriented.
I'll see for myself if you're truly mad or just faking it.
Whoever tries to put out the fire will be executed on the spot.
Since she has confessed, I beg your Majesty to mete out punishment swiftly.
My family, the Pei clan, commands 100,000 troops. Not only can we burn to death a former dynasty's widow, even who sits on the throne is decided by the Pei family.
What nonsense are you spouting? Guards, she has gone mad. Drag her away at once.
How dare you? I have not spoken yet. Imperial Consort Lai seems more and more eager to play the master.
Your Majesty, I never said those words. Your Majesty, though my father's military achievements are great, He is your loyal subject, Your Majesty.
I have heard that Consort Chu tearfully claimed. She was merely following orders, but then was silenced, and now she is full of remorse.
Shut up! Your Majesty, she is framing me.
Yue didn't mention you. Imperial Consort Li, are you confessing on your own?
Your Majesty, you would rather believe a madwoman than believe me?
Empress, what do you think? The punishment should be?
A concubine who sets fire to a palace deserves death.
Your Majesty, considering Consort Chu has shown remorse before, I beg Your Majesty for mercy. Spare her life.
Consort Chu deliberately set the fire. She is stripped of rank and made a commoner. Keep an eye on her. Don't let her die. I will never let anyone hurt you again. I will bestow upon you a title right away.
Your Majesty, Jiang Qingyu has been approaching you deliberately. She only wants revenge. Do not believe a word she says.
How dare you? My harem is none of your concern, Pei family.
Your Majesty, the matter of the late Emperor's heir has not yet been fully investigated. To confer a title now, I fear...
Your Majesty, I've sent men to check all carts entering the city, and nothing was amiss.
I hereby elevate Jiang Qingyu to the rank of 5th Tin Ronghua, courtesy name Jen, and move her to Hexi Palace.
I thank Your Majesty.
From now on, no one shall speak of the former dynasty. Empress, you should properly teach Consort Li the rules of the harem.
I shall discipline her well.
All of you withdraw.
Your Majesty, I await you at Yihua Palace.
Tonight, Yue will serve me. I'll be waiting for her at Qianming Hall.
I obey Your Majesty's decree.
Arson in the palace is a capital offense. The Empress hides in the shadows, truly knowing how to protect herself.
If His Majesty suspects the Xiao and Pei families of secret collusion, neither you nor I will survive.
The Jiang Qingyu, who exactly is she? Why is His Majesty so protective of her?
Feigning weakness to win favor, keen-sighted and perceptive. Even Consort Chu knows to feign madness to protect herself. I advise you, sister, not to dig too deep.
Your Highness, Matron Zhou and her daughter left the palace last night. This was found in their quarters.
Keep watching them closely. I will make sure His Majesty knows whether this Jiang Qingyu is a person or a ghost.
Yeah.
Summon Mr. Zhe. Check on the Chu family. Now that Consort Chu is working with me, Consort Li will surely act. The Emperor's wariness of the Pei family needs a catalyst to set the prairie ablaze.
But the Empress is inscrutable. It's hard to find her weak spot right away.
No rush. A blade beneath the ice will reveal itself when the ice melts. Your Majesty, may I share a drink with you? Let us cherish this fine night.
The moon night is clear, but hearts are treacherous.
Your Majesty, I raise this cup with utmost sincerity to you.
Yuer is now your crown princess. You got what you wanted.
I can give you everything, but not Yuera.
Just because we look alike, Father sent me as a hostage to the Eastern Yi. Yuer was mine first. Yet you still took her away from me. Why? Why must I only be your shadow?
Brother, Yuer has never been anyone's possession. From now on, you must live for yourself.
Your life was meant to be mine. The path I've walked. Everything that happened today. Have you ever deceived me?
What others say is all false. Only His Majesty can see the truth. On the first night of His Majesty's return, Her Majesty the Empress was still waiting for His Majesty.
Upon His Majesty's return, the entire harem was rewarded. Sister Pure Consort is truly blessed. Not only did she give His Majesty a son, but even this blood jade token arrived before His Majesty did. A gift sent ahead.
His Majesty ordered early this morning to plant crabapple trees all along Lotus Heart Lake as a gift to Lady Noble Consort. It's because of the crabapple in her childhood name, isn't it?
Still, the dark jade box given to the Empress is the most precious of all. The ink, black jade within it, is as rare as starlight. Jiang Qingyue. Last night, His Majesty clearly stayed at the Empress's Yihua Palace. How did you come out of Qianming Hall?
Dear sisters, this is the one His Majesty last night just appointed as Lady Zhen Ranghua. As expected of the former Empress, the #1 beauty of Great Yan. This floating light brocade is a treasure of the Eastern Yi. It only enhances her peerless beauty.
It is said that the radiant brocade's threads come from the deepest depths of the sea, which is why it shimmers so marvelously. This was a tribute my father, General Pei, seized from the Dongyi at Tianzheng. Only Her Majesty the Empress is worthy of such a treasure.
The Emperor deliberately rewarded me with General Pei's tribute.
You, the former Empress, sneaked into Qinming Hall to steal it. Your Majesty, I am willing to serve the Empress and deal with this palace thief.
His Majesty has just returned victorious from Tianzheng. He will not tolerate theft. Then I'll trouble you, sister, to handle this strictly.
Guards, strip the radiant brocade off her. Tear it off her body.
This is a gift from His Majesty. A mere servant has no right to lay hands on it.
This brocade has great significance. If His Majesty bestowed it upon you, the former Empress, then where does that leave our current Empress? I beg Your Majesty the Empress to accept what is rightfully yours.
Consort Li used this tribute as a blade, stabbing at me, while also sowing discord between the Emperor and Empress. Even I can see that clearly. Her Majesty the Empress would never fall into such a trap.
I never intended that. It was my father, and The Xiao brothers of the Empress's clan, who defended Ling Pass. His Majesty would naturally grant this radiant brocade to the Empress and me.
Enough. Since you refuse to confess, I have no choice but to send you to the Court of Palace Affairs for strict interrogation.
I'd like to see who dares.
The Emperor returns from pacifying the border. Rewards are to be given throughout the palace. Your concubines and I have come to express our gratitude.
You err. Relying on the Pei family's military merits, you have treated Yuever with extreme harshness. Who instructed you to do this?
Your Majesty, I was merely dealing with a thief in the palace. I was not following anyone's orders.
Last night, Yuer attended to you and worked hard. This radiant silk was gifted by me. How is it stolen?
Your Majesty, last night you did not go to the Empress's palace. Your Majesty, this radiant silk was obtained by my father after his great victory over the Eastern Yi.
Must I consult the Pei family on how to dispose of Eastern Yi tributes?
Your Majesty, you know I...
Silence! Do not mention the matter of Ling Pass ever again.
Your Majesty, concubines below the 3rd rank are not permitted to wear brocade. Sister Jiang is a 5th rank Ronghua. She should follow the rules.
Since the Empress is so devoted to the rules, let me teach you a lesson in rules today. I hereby promote Ronghua Jiang to 3rd rank Sai.
Thank you, Your Majesty, for your great favor. I beg your highness to calm your anger. Last night, His Majesty did not go to the Empress's palace. It is my fault. I accept any punishment your highness deems fit.
Last night, it was I who insisted on keeping Yuer here. Is the Empress going to punish me as well?
I would not dare. Your Majesty, please calm your anger. Harmony throughout the harem is fitting for the triumphant return of the court.
Consort Li has lost her virtue. She is confined to her quarters for 10 days to reflect on her mistakes. Empress, let this be a lesson to you. Govern the harem well.
Jiang Qingyue was clearly the former dynasty's empress. Why is she so favored?
Her affair, a taboo in the palace. His Majesty has been deeply in love with her for a long time. He even broke ties with the late emperor for her sake.
Your Highness, knowing you cannot sway the emperor's heart, you use me as your blade. How well you scheme, Empress!
The Zhao and Pei families have always been the Emperor's blades. His Majesty may use them or discard them if you continue to act rashly. The Pai family may not survive either.
Wasn't it your brother, Xiao Yongche, who proposed raising an army to usurp the throne and install the current emperor? The Xiao family are the real masterminds of regicide and usurpation. Silence!
Silence. Usurping the throne is a taboo in this dynasty. Not only did you not avoid it, but you spoke of it openly.
His Majesty clearly returned victorious from Lingguan. Why then does he avoid talking about Lingguan? Yingguan, what really happened?
The gift from His Majesty, the unopenable jade box, is a warning for me to keep my mouth shut forever. You only need to understand that as long as Jiang Qingyue lives, the Xiao and Pei families will never know peace. Since she managed to smuggle the late emperor's bloodline out of the palace, there must be someone outside to receive them. I will find the evidence myself, leaving her no room for denial.
I won't take orders from you anymore. I want her dead quickly.
Your Highness, Mr. Ji sent word. Qiu Ningxuan's elder brother was indeed previously under General Pei's command, but he disobeyed the order to slaughter civilians and was executed. But His Majesty returned victorious from Lingwen. Why would they be slaughtering civilians?
From now on, no one is to mention the Lingguan matter.
Perhaps General Pai abused his military power and acted tyrannically. Or perhaps the Battle of Lingguan has hidden truths. Either way, it is a thorn between His Majesty and the Pei family. We only need to wait for the right moment, and then break their bones, sever their sinews.
My brother was executed by General Pei. Impossible. Impossible. All these years, I've been slaving for her, and this is what I get? I will avenge my brother.
Revenge cannot be driven by blind courage alone. Find their weakness, flat their move, then strike to kill. This object can not only force Consort Li to tell the truth, but also help you avenge your brother.
Zhang Qingye, what are you plotting now? Zhang Qingye, what are you plotting now?
Leaving camp without permission during confinement. That question you should be asking yourself.
Fine. I can't let you live any longer. You acted on her orders, feigned madness before the Emperor, made His Majesty suspect me. You must know, betraying one's master, what the consequences are.
Even if I slaved like a beast for the Pei family, you'd still kill me to silence me.
Your life is worth no more than grass. Not worth regretting if you die. But don't forget, with just one word from me, your elder brother will lie dead in the wilderness.
You're still threatening me with my brother? Do you know he's already?
Your brother indeed has returned to the capital. But his life from now on depends even more on you.
Since my brother is back in the capital, could you allow him to see me in the palace?
How dare you! You don't have the right to negotiate with me. Zhang Qingyu is not eliminated. Your Chu family will all die.
You are truly vicious.
In this deep palace, the only thing one can rely on is the Emperor's favor. I have no choice. You! What did you give me to drink?
My elder brother, because he refused to slaughter civilians, was executed long ago. Tell me, who is the mastermind? Otherwise, you will die in agony, your intestines torn apart.
How dare you! You dare poison me! Even if he dies, it has nothing to do with the Pei family. Everything my father did was by imperial decree.
A fine by imperial decree indeed. And I was unaware that the Pei family was so loyal.
Your Majesty, save me, please! This mad woman, she is poisoning me.
Your Majesty, what this servant-fed Lady Li was nothing but morning dew. This servant only wants the truth. My elder brother was sent to battle at Ling Pass. Lady Li then threatened me with his life, blackmailing me into framing Imperial Consort Jen. My elder brother was executed for disobeying orders. He died because he refused. Your Majesty, why was the order to slaughter civilians given? Who truly issued that order?
Meddling in state affairs from the harem is an unforgivable crime. Serve her poisoned wine.
Your Majesty, let me, your consort, send Chu Ningsuen off.
Granted.
Your Majesty, it must be Jiang Qingye. She used the Ling Pass incident to turn Chu Ningsuan against me in revenge.
General Pei, you slaughtered wantonly at Ling Pass, yet you blamed all of it on me. Consort Li, what a clever scheme.
Your Majesty, everyone in this harem is scheming. All of them are full of ulterior motives. Only I am truly devoted. My heart is completely loyal to Your Majesty.
I used to think you were forthright and guileless, but now you disgust me.
Your Majesty, Jiang Qingye, she exploited Your Majesty's affections. Her sole purpose was to avenge the late Emperor. Your Majesty knows this well. You just refuse to believe it. Isn't that right?
Consort Li, for harming imperial concubines, you are demoted to talent, confined to Changxin Palace. You are not to leave without my decree.
No, Your Majesty.
You lured me to Lianxin Lake. You deliberately let me overhear what Chu said. You manipulated me into hearing Chu's words.
Talent Lei, you invited me to admire the crabapple blossoms. I sensed something was amiss. So, I asked Your Majesty to accompany me there.
Do you still think of my brother? Plotting revenge?
Fine. I dare not deceive Your Majesty.
You err. You must never betray me.
By imperial decree. By the mandate of heaven, the Emperor proclaims, honored consort Jen, virtuous and accomplished, graceful and wise, is hereby elevated to first-class consort. The enfeoffment ceremony will be held in 3 days. Respect this edict. This old servant humbly congratulates Your Highness.
Congratulations, Your Highness. Now that you have the Emperor's favor, your family outside the palace can live in peace.
In still waters without rocks, ships more easily sink. Send this letter to the Jiang residence at once.
New rebels have entered the city. Is an old friend safe?
It's Jiang Qingye's letter to the Jiang residence. On the day the emperor returned to court, there was indeed a royal kitchen carriage that entered the Jiang residence.
That old friend in the letter is the exiled son of the previous emperor.
General Pei, what do you intend?
Empress, you wish my father to enter this game himself. Then let me ask, Empress, what promise do you offer to seal our alliance?
The matter at Ling Pass grows clearer the more it's hidden. Once the Emperor turns against the Pei family, what right will you have to negotiate with me?
All of you are desperately covering up what happened at Ling Pass. What really happened at Ling Pass?
Hangyar, leave us. Your Majesty, I've heard that the previous emperor once had a secret guard created for Zheng Qingyue. Even if the previous emperor's son is still alive, someone is surely protecting him. Making a move now would be a huge gamble.
I am well aware, but those who knew about Ling Pass have been killed one by one. Consort Li has been demoted to talented lady. General Pei, how much more time do you think I have left?
If anything goes wrong this time, I beg your Majesty to spare the Pei family's bloodline.
I will keep my word.
I, your subject, am willing to dispatch troops to the Jiang residence to search for the previous emperor's remnants.
In 3 days, during the enfeoffment ceremony, I will surely lend General Pei my full support.
Her Majesty the Empress. Present the consort seal and documents.
Your Majesty, I humbly beg you, Your Majesty, to rescind the appointment of honors.
What is the meaning of this?
Earlier, Lady Li suspected that Consort Jen was hiding the late Emperor's heir. To safeguard the state's future, I uncovered evidence. I thought it wise to clear her of suspicion first, before raising her rank.
Rise, Empress.
Summon the witness.
Your Majesty, that day I saw someone come out of Chickshang Hall and blend in with the Imperial meal delivery team. They left the palace. Though dressed as a palace maid, I recognized her. She is Consort Jen's maid. Chiyu.
Your Majesty, what the eunuch said, I know nothing about it.
How dare a maid argue before His Majesty? Guards.
Hold on. You're so certain you saw Jiu? Then, during the thorough palace search, why didn't you report it?
That day, with the meal delivery, official duties were hectic.
Your Majesty, I have heard this eunuch Yan often drinks and neglects his duties. On the day of the banquet, were you drunk and derelict? And now, under orders, you come to frame me.
Perhaps this humble one remembered wrong.
Your Majesty, I have a witness. On the day of the palace banquet, the imperial dishes were to be sent to various government offices. Only one carriage was sent to the Jiang estate, now annihilated. I found the driver of that carriage.
Bring the driver in.
Do you recognize this servant?
I remember that person. She had delicate features. It indeed resembles.
What evidence do you have?
I remember. That person had a plum-shaped birthmark on her right arm.
Check it.
Gio has no birthmark on her arm. Bribing someone to frame. Empress, is this how you manage the harem?
I recognize. the woman who rendezvoused in the city that day. She can be confronted, and I also heard a baby cry.
Your Majesty, this man has no real evidence. This is slander.
The evidence Consort Jen seeks, I have brought. Your Majesty.
Yoshi?
Your Majesty, I led troops into the Jiang residence and captured a witness. This is enough to prove Consort Jen's crime.
That day, it was this woman who was waiting in the carriage. I recognize her.
Your Majesty, this woman is Stewardess Zhou's daughter. It is she who hid the late Emperor's illegitimate son.
Where is the child?
I ordered my men to burn down the Jiang residence. That bastard was burned to death as well.
The hibiscus pattern on the swaddling cloth matches exactly the one on Consort Jen's. Bide.
Jinger's swaddling cloth did not have hibiscus embroidery.
Your Majesty, the evidence is irrefutable. Please pass judgment according to the law, Consort Jen. General Pei today rendered great service by eliminating the late Emperor's remnant. Why not take this opportunity to restore Consort Li's title?
Your Majesty, I do not know this woman. The hibiscus embroidery on this swaddling cloth must have been deliberately made by someone.
Since Consort Zen doesn't acknowledge it, have her executed in public to prove her innocence.
I will never prove my innocence by killing an innocent person. Killing an innocent person is not like General Pei at Ling Pass, slaughtering civilians and treating lives like grass.
Your Majesty, all that I have done has been loyal to you.
Loyal to me? I had not yet given an order, yet General Pei mobilized troops on his own. On whose order?
Your Majesty, I wish to accuse General Pei. General Pei once advised me to request an imperial edict to deploy troops and search the Jiang mansion. Fearing rumors among the people, I firmly refused. But General Pei, without authorization, deployed troops.
Deploying troops without authorization is tantamount to treason.
Your Majesty, I have a clear conscience, just like at Ling Pass. I was merely following orders.
Strip the Pei family of military authority and revoke his command.
The one who ordered the massacre at Ling Pass was indeed Your Majesty. Ling Pass, what secret are you hiding?
Your Majesty, please, calm down. Everything my father did was to protect Your Majesty's empire.
The truth cannot be hidden. Only made more conspicuous by covering up.
Take General Pei to the Supreme Court and execute him on a selected day.
Your Majesty, I beg you to spare my father.
I will keep my promise.
The crabapple blossom has no fragrance. I intended to warn the Pei family, hoping they would stay silent and compliant. But you misunderstood my meaning. Consort Li has framed other consorts. Death by decree. All the crabapple trees in the palace shall be cut down. Guards.
Your Majesty, mercy. Zhang Qingye, I know your bastard is still alive. Jiang Qingyue.
You tear each other apart, and that benefits me. The position of Empress can only be mine.
Thank you, Your Highness, for saving me, allowing me to fake my death and escape, and for avenging me. I, Chu Ming Xuan, am willing to follow you to the death.
Since you trust me, I will keep my promise. But the Emperor's elimination of the Pei family was meant to cover up the Ling Pulse incident. Do you know any other relatives of the soldiers? I want to uncover the truth of the Battle of Ling Pass.
Your Highness, let me handle this.
If he is an unrighteous ruler, I will kill him for the people.
Your Majesty, I presume you've come for your prince. He is in my hands now.
What do you want in exchange?
If you can protect my younger brother, spare one last bloodline for our Pei family, I will let your prince live.
I suspect you have. No cards left to play. You are just gambling. You gambled that I would be desperate to save my son, and that the Emperor would happen to arrive to hear me confess my guilt. Too bad you lost the bet.
I accept my loss. I was already willing to die.
If I agree to spare the Pei family line, what will you offer in return?
If you wish to ask about Ling Pass, I know nothing. But as for the cause of the palace coup, I do know a thing or two. At that time, the Eastern Yi invaded. Ling Pass was in peril. My father and General Xiao knelt outside the palace for 3 days. Yet the late emperor still refused to fight. It was the current emperor who, in the name of the people of Ling Pass, ordered my father to march his troops into the palace. What crime did my Pei family commit?
How could O Yan? I clearly saw. He drafted the edict to mobilize troops,
requiring 50,000 golden armored troops to be stationed at Ling Pass.
It was the current emperor who altered the imperial decree, deceiving both the Xiao and Pei families into raising troops to force the palace. Now in this harem, the one who knows the truth about Ling Pass is only the Empress.
The Emperor bestows upon Her Majesty this locked black jade box.
The Emperor is cautioning me. I keep my mouth shut.
His Majesty has arrived.
Your Majesty.
The Empress is wise. I hear your 2 younger brothers are stationed at Ling Pass. The people call them Savior Kings. The late Emperor favored the Xiao clan. Indeed, things are going well.
The entire Xiao clan are Your Majesty's subjects. We obey only Your Majesty's commands.
Is that so? But in this world, the most changeable thing is the human heart.
Your Highness, His Majesty considering your hard work in tomorrow's grand prayer for heirs, specially ordered a calming broth prepared.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
In a few days is the Empress's birthday. I have ordered your younger brother, Xiao Yunji, to bring the Xiao clan into the palace to celebrate your birthday.
Thank you for your grace, Your Majesty.
His Majesty orders the young general into the palace. Could it be he's about to make a move against the Xiao clan? Your Highness, won't you plead with His Majesty?
To protect Yunji and the Xiao clan, I must retreat in order to advance.
I heard the Danyi haven't withdrawn. Instead, they've been at Ling Pass, burning, killing, and looting.
The Dongyi invasion hasn't been quelled. Why hasn't the court heard anything?
And the Dongyi people are saying that their princess has become the empress. For Tianyan belongs to Dongyi now.
There is no Dongyi woman among the palace consorts. Concubine Yu is the daughter of the current chancellor. Pure consort is from the merchant Yi family in the capital. Madam, pure consort.
His Majesty, at Ling Pass, has obtained a Dongyi blood jade plaque and specially bestows it upon you. His Majesty has already achieved victory
And will soon return to court. That jade pendant is definitely not a token of love.
If the enemy is always hidden in the shadows, then we can only lure the snake out of its hole. Using the Dongyi invasion to forge an edict and seize power. Perhaps he already knew Pure Consort's identity. Today, praying for an heir.
I pray that you heir will soon give birth to a prince, so I can give him the kingdom. How can His Majesty so disregard our oath?
This kingdom of Great Yan can only be Shear's. Your Majesty, today's prayer for an heir, with Shear accompanying, will bring more blessings. Shear is still young.
No need. This blood jade plaque.
Pure Consort wears it every day. It seems you greatly treasure it, sister. I cherish my oath with His Majesty.
And I hope His Majesty does not forget his previous promise. There is an ancient saying in Yan.
Contentment brings no disgrace. You may withdraw. So all of this
Was a conspiracy between the two of you. Was a conspiracy between the two of you.
Your Majesty, forgive me today. I cannot perform the prayer for heirs with Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, Empress, this prayer ceremony needs both Emperor and Empress to complete. Only then can the imperial lineage be blessed with abundant heirs.
Your Majesty. Her Majesty has been bleeding profusely since last night. Coming here today is already a great strain on her.
Your Majesty, Empress, His Majesty, mindful of your fatigue, from tomorrow's grand ceremony, has specially ordered a calming herbal brew.
I thank Your Majesty. I am of shallow fortune. I likely never deserved an heir. I am not worthy of the term prayer for heirs.
Since the Empress is unwell and cannot perform the prayer, then surrender the Empress's seal and return to Yihua Palace, confined for rest.
Your Majesty, this prayer, I am willing to complete it with Your Majesty.
promote Consort Zen to noble consort. She will perform the prayer with me.
In that case, my birthday is in a few days. I humbly request your majesty to cancel the palace banquet.
With Ling Pass pacified, the Xiao family has rendered meritorious service. A banquet should be held in their honor. Let the noble consort represent the empress and attend the banquet together.
I obey your majesty's decree. My congratulations to you, sister noble consort. A high perch invites a heavy fall. I hope you take care, sister.
Reckless words breed nothing but disaster. Let us both take that to heart, sister.
Your Majesty, you were the one who broke our oath first. Do not blame me for being ruthless.
The blood oath with the Dangyi people. What pure consort seeks is the position of Crown Prince of Great Yan. And what your majesty seeks, what is that? Ayan. Oh yeah.
You are calling me by my name. The poem inscribed on this painting seems unfinished.
This realm rightfully belongs to your majesty. The rest shall be written by your majesty.
On the day of Yuer's coronation as empress, I will hang this painting in the main hall for all ministers to behold.
Since the Dangyi still harass Ling Pass, Xiao Yun will surely send reports of the war back to the palace. These are Xiao Yunqi's encrypted memorials requesting reinforcements, all suppressed by your majesty. Now, your majesty, summons Xiao Yunji to the capital. Could it be that you intend to cut off the source of trouble? Is it enough to cover one's eyes for your majesty to not have to worry about state affairs?
I wish to test the loyalty of the Xiao family. Would Yuera be willing to share my burden?
Your concubine will do as your majesty decrees.
Your Majesty, the Emperor has sent for tomorrow's meeting with the national uncle, the banquet attire.
Wearing the Empress's phoenix ceremonial robe to face the Xiao clan. Since the Emperor wants to put on a show, I will see it through to the end. Family power and imperial harem's honor have always been equal. The Empress tried to retreat in order to advance, to protect the Xiao family, but the Emperor confined her instead. The Empress and Xiao Yongji are both under the Emperor's control. Xiao Yongji will not sit still.
Only by using a common enemy. Can we pull the Emperor and the Xiao family back onto the same front? Otherwise, my brother will risk everything.
Xiao Yongji will most likely use the pretext of eliminating the late Emperor's remnants to enter the capital. But once he enters the capital, he will fall into the Emperor's trap.
Spread the word that the imperial noble consort is hiding the late Emperor's heir, and that the late Emperor's remnants are plotting rebellion.
Yes. Tell Mr. Ze that General Xiao must not enter the capital. I will protect the Xiao clan myself!
At tomorrow's banquet, I have prepared a surprise for you all. This time, I will kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
The imperial noble consort said, General Xiao has always been a pillar of the state. He must not be broken here.
Your Majesty, if you were hoping to receive General Xiao into the palace, then there's no need to wait.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I would like to invite Your Majesty to watch a play. Then Your Majesty will understand who the true enemy really is.
The dragon and phoenix insignias of the Emperor and Empress, shining together, truly an omen of a prosperous and enlightened reign.
The Empress is unwell. Today, the Imperial Noble Consort and I shall host the Imperial Uncle together.
Your Majesty, the phoenix pattern is exclusive to the Empress. This presumption by the Imperial Noble Consort, if followed by others, may lead to disorder in the court.
The imperial noble consort is of noble status and deeply favored. Young General Xiao, though the Empress's brother, should not be so rude before the throne.
It was my brother who led the Xiao clan to victory over the Eastern Yi, and only my sister is worthy to be the mistress of the harem.
Everyone knows that it was Your Majesty who led the campaign and won a great victory over the Eastern Yi, securing the stability of Great Yan. Young General Xiao, mind your words.
Your Majesty, the Imperial Noble Consort is precisely the one who destabilizes the realm. Rumors abound among the people that she hides a surviving heir of the late Emperor, and the late Emperor's remnant faction plots rebellion. The foundation of the state is unstable. I wish to act on behalf of the Empress and General Xiao, and for Your Majesty, put the Imperial Noble Consort to death.
On behalf of the Empress and General Xiao. Very well.
The Xiao Yongji seems to defend the Xiao family, but every word provokes His Majesty.
If Your Majesty does not give the order, then I will have no choice but to rid the court of evil on Your Majesty's behalf.
Yongji! Your Majesty, Yunji was only trying to protect me and lost his composure before Your Majesty. I beg Your Majesty to pardon him. Put down the blade at once.
The Imperial brother-in-law entered the hall bearing a weapon. He shall be executed by strangulation. The Empress shall be held accountable as well.
Why did Xiao Yongji completely disregard the Empress's life or death? This Xiao Yunji is suspicious.
You are right. C is the assassin. The Xiao family attempted assassination before the throne. Arrest all members of the Xiao clan and throw them into the Dali temple.
Wait. This man might not be Xiao Yunji at all. You disguised yourself as General Xiao to assassinate me, and you have framed the entire Xiao clan to death. Who are you really?
Cut off this assassin's limbs and hang him at the palace gate for all to see. You must have been frightened, Empress. All of you, withdraw. Consort Chun, stay and keep me company. All of this was your doing. Ah, fine. Switcheroo. The scheme is well laid out. I could have made the Xiao clan shut up forever. But you thought yourself clever and ruined my plan.
I only ask your majesty to fulfill the blood oath and make me empress, and sure, the crown prince.
The affairs of the Dayan harem are not for you, Dong Yi, to meddle in.
If your majesty breaks the oath, the Dongyi army will break through Ling Pass.
Consort Chun's true identity is the Dongyi princess. His Majesty knows everything, yet he plays along. Friend or foe? Do you see clearly now, Empress? General Xiao was assassinated outside the city, and thus couldn't enter the capital. Rest assured, Your Highness, I have already sent people to rescue him.
The Emperor of Dayan colluding with barbarians? What a disgrace!
Dark Jade holds secrets, mysteries deep and hidden. Your Highness, and reveal the truth. Keep the truth buried.
The matter at Ling Pass concerns not just the Xiao clan, but also the lives of every commoner in Ling Pass.
Then what about the lives of these 1,000 soldiers? These names are all soldiers who died brutally for refusing to kill civilians. They too died protecting the people of Ling Pass.
If we expose the truth, it will only invite more bloodshed.
Choning Sword! Aren't you supposed to be dead?
I was fortunate enough to be saved by Her Imperial Highness, the noble consort. But I am also the family of a fallen soldier. We would rather die than not know the truth.
When a ruler is unkind, the people may overthrow him. To aid a tyrant is to abet evil. Your Majesty, would you be willing to join me in slaying the tyrant?
What you have said today is punishable by death. I have never seen you before.
The 50-0 Xiao Shadow Guards. Now number less than 10, 0. Does Your Majesty want them to be completely wiped out?
What did you say?
The Emperor brought back the 100-0 Golden Armor troops stationed at Ling Pass, claiming a great victory. But the Eastern Yi have never stopped invading. General Xiao's secret plea for reinforcements was suppressed by the Emperor. The shadow guards struggle at Ling Pass, but the court knows nothing. If we remain constrained like this, the only outcome in the future is the birds are gone, the bow is put away.
The emperor never sent troops to resist the Eastern Yi. The emperor led an army to Ling Pass, only to collect thousands of gold and hundreds of Ling Pass maidens to bribe the Eastern Yi into retreating. The families of those maidens were all executed. Over 1,000 households disappeared overnight. If not for the late emperor refusing to send troops with Ling Pass in crisis, my brother would not have installed the current emperor on the throne.
I saw it with my own eyes. The late emperor issued a decree to mobilize troops. But the current emperor altered the imperial will. All of this is his lie of regicide and usurpation.
How could this happen? He actually deceived his elder brother and committed regicide.
Though I don't know what the emperor plotted with the Dongyi. Aimed at, the urgent task now is to hold Ling Pass.
For the late emperor's vengeance, I am willing to atone for the Xiao family's crime. I beg you to hold Ling Pass at all costs and protect Great Yan.
I too am ready to follow your orders, Your Highness.
To hold Ling Pass, we must enlist the court officials, since the emperor is desperately covering up the truth about Ling Pass. We must ask General Xiao to send the urgent report to the Chancellor's mansion and make the truth known to all.
Mention Ling Pass again, and you'll be banished from my presence.
Imperial noble consort, His Majesty has been waiting for you.
Your Majesty, of the 50,000 shadow guards, only a few thousand elites remain. Our provisions won't last 3 more days. I implore you to swiftly muster troops and supplies to turn the tide of battle.
Let me ask you this, Imperial Noble Consort. The secret memorial from Xiao Yunche. How did the Chancellor's mansion come to know it overnight?
I don't understand Your Majesty's meaning. Your Majesty, I think you have never truly trusted me.
I know you tampered with the memorials. I just never called you out on it. But you betrayed my trust, passing messages to external officials.
Your Majesty, we have received General Xiao's urgent dispatch. All the ministers at the Chancellor's manor are unrelated to the noble consort.
I believed resisting the Eastern barbarians concerns the honor of Great Yan's survival. I beg Your Majesty to send troops to Ling Pass.
Even you defy me? Resisting the Eastern barbarians is the Xiao family's duty. He, Xiao Yunche, thinks he can threaten me?
Your Majesty, the Eastern barbarians have sent a declaration of war. Within 7 days, 100,000 troops will march on Ling Pass. Here.
Sending troops to Ling Pass is not merely the Xiao family's affair. It is a matter of state for Great Yan. If Great Yan falls, Your Majesty, where will you be?
Even you echo the same words.
Though the noble consort is a woman, her vision is so broad. Your Majesty should be the exemplar for the people. Send troops to Ling Pass.
You dare unite to defy me? What is this about a declaration of war?
Your Majesty, there is still time within 7 days to remedy. Otherwise, the cost of breaking the oath is something you cannot bear. Your Majesty naturally knows the way to make the Eastern barbarians retreat. Why not, in front of the Grand Chancellor and the noble consort, announce your decree?
The Empress has no heir. She shall be deposed. Elevate Consort Chun to Empress, and the first prince to Crown Prince. The coronation ceremony will be held on an auspicious day.
I thank your Majesty for your boundless grace.
The situation at Ling Pass is urgent. Your Majesty, if you depose the Empress now, will it force the Eastern barbarians to retreat?
If Great Yan is willing to offer gold and silver in exchange for the Eastern barbarians' retreat as the Empress of this nation, I can certainly contribute.
Rather than pay the barbarians with gold and silver, you choose not to send troops against the enemy. Aren't you afraid of what people will say? That the Emperor and Empress of Great Yan have colluded with the enemy and betrayed the country?
Your Majesty, Zhang Qingyue has publicly defied the future Empress and shown no regard for your imperial dignity. I beseech your Majesty to punish her.
Within 2 days, reinforcements and supplies must be sent to Ling Pass.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Brother, the Eastern barbarian army will cross the border in 5 days, but the entire army hasn't had a drop of water all day if supplies and reinforcements don't arrive soon.
Tell the troops, supplies and reinforcements will definitely arrive at camp by noon.
Yes, sir. Reinforcements must be here.
Excellent. Open the gates.
Yes, sir. These sacks don't contain grain, but chaff.
What?
News has come. Something's happened at Ling Pass. The Emperor hasn't sent reinforcements. The grain sacks are full of chaff. The Shadow Guard can't hold on much longer.
The Emperor wants to create chaos, to make us lose without a fight.
His Majesty's actions. Is he trying to hand over Great Yan?
No, only with Great Yan intact. Can the Emperor secure his throne? So it seems. This is the true blood oath, using the Eastern barbarians to annihilate the Shadow Guard. The Emperor intends to seal the truth of Ling Pass forever.
What the Emperor has done is an outrage that even heaven and earth cannot tolerate.
The Shadow Guard has no food inside, and no reinforcements outside. The army will soon be in dire straits.
We are willing to help you, sister, to depose the fatuous ruler.
The Emperor has ignored the Chancellor's remonstrance completely. Then we must borrow the power of the officials and the people to turn the tide and overthrow the boat. I will compose a proclamation about the Emperor's refusal to send troops and have it written. Please ask your father, Chancellor Yu, to distribute the proclamations outside the city gates to inform all officials and citizens and urge them to remonstrate together.
Understood.
If the Emperor still insists on his own way, then we'll have to resort to trickery. Invite Mr. Ji into the palace.
Understood.
To exchange messages with the outside. We also need to find a more secluded place.
The Eastern Barbarian Army is at the border.
Your Majesty, the soldiers at Ling Pass haven't had a drop of water for days. Your Majesty refuses to provide support. The upper and lower are estranged. This is a major taboo in governance.
The Eastern Barbarian Army will reach the border in 3 days, when the day comes, beneath the Surrender City. How can your Majesty be the son of heaven of Great Yan?
It seems Minister Lu hasn't learned to be cautious in speech.
Your Majesty, commoners have gathered outside the palace gates.
What? Who did this? Each claiming to be loyal and righteous. So full of integrity. Then die to prove your conviction, and I might reconsider.
My body is already broken, but I offer my head and blood for the people's safety.
As long as Great Yan suffers no foreign humiliation, even if our heads are severed, we die without regret. I beg your Majesty to send troops to Ling Pass.
Very well. Then I shall grant your wish. Guards, drag them out and give them 50 lashes. Your Majesty! Your Majesty! From today, court is suspended for 10 days. Deploy 1,000 Imperial Guards to guard the palace gates. Anyone who tries to enter shall be executed on the spot.
Your Majesty.
What are you doing here?
If Your Majesty refuses to send troops, then don't even think about setting foot in the harem again. I implore you to send troops to support Ling Pass. The officials and the people have clear eyes and ears. If you send troops, we can still salvage this. Otherwise, popular resentment will surely rise.
I am the sovereign of all people. Poor dares defy me. A concubine cutting her hair. Are you cursing me?
You are not worthy of such devotion. Ministers plead for the people and get kinged. Generals die defending the border, yet are persecuted instead. A deluded emperor is the nation's greatest calamity. Today, I offer my severed hair as a sacrifice.
Do you really think I cannot bear to kill you?
I am not afraid of death. But if Your Majesty kills me, will the people of Great Yan truly submit to you?
I don't care. Everything I did it to have you.
Or his own selfish desires? Your Majesty disregards the people. This will only bring disgrace upon you in the eyes of the world.
A ruler without virtue, his people suffer. Where is the justice of heaven? Beat her hard.
Your Majesty refuses to send troops because you're waiting for the Shadow Guards to be annihilated. If so, the truth of Ling Pass can be buried forever.
Silas. What is that sound?
Reporting to Your Majesty, it's the drum of the appeal bell.
We beg Your Majesty to send troops to Ling Pass.
If Your Majesty continues this tyranny, how will you silence the voices of the people?
From today onward, Confine the imperial noble consort to Xiang Hall. No leaving without my decree.
Your Highness, this way, please.
Zhang Jingyu was so rebellious, yet His Majesty still didn't kill her. When she's alone, report to me immediately. No matter what she knows, she must be eliminated. Once she and the Xiao family are gone, this great Yan will be mine.
Just as you predicted, Your Highness. Fictional Hall is closest to the palace gate. From now on, passing messages will be much easier.
Sassy.
Your subordinate arrives late. Your Highness, what are your orders? The Qinghen Guard will carry out your command, even at the cost of our lives.
Mr. Xie, with this token, can I mobilize the troops?
I was entrusted by the late Emperor. And in times of crisis, the late Emperor's former subordinates will see the Qinghen command, as they would the late Emperor himself.
Mr. Xi, with this Qinghen command, mobilize the area of Ling Pass, 80,000 former troops. In the name of the Qinghen Guard, reinforce Ling Pass. Be sure to arrive before the hour of Yu.
Understood.
Now, the war is urgent, and grain prices are soaring. 100,000 she of grain requires nearly 20,000 taels of silver. This is 10,000 taels in banknotes. The rest must be gathered quickly to exchange for grain and fodder to support the troops and deliver it all to Ling Pass.
We would also like to lend a hand. What did you see?
I saw nothing. I came to report to you, my lady. At this moment, Zhang Qingyu is alone in Fictional Hall.
I see. You may go now.
Yes, my lady.
Whether you saw anything or not, you must die. The Dongyi army has advanced ahead of schedule. They will reach our borders in an hour. But Mr. Xie and the Qinghen Guard won't reach Ling Pass for another 2 hours.
Brother, the Emperor refuses to send reinforcements. Even the Imperial Noble Consort may be unable to turn things around. Shall we retreat to preserve our troops?
That woman is a strategist. She surpasses 10,000 men. She will keep her promise. Tell the soldiers to defend Ling Pass to the death. We will not retreat, not even in death.
Yes, brother. Could it be that the Dongyi army has arrived? The Imperial Noble Consort has brought reinforcements and supplies for General Xiao. The Imperial Noble Consort has brought reinforcements and supplies.
The late Emperor's Qinghen Guard. This general will defend it with his life, never betraying that trust.
Brother, the Dongyi Iron Cavalry is approaching from the east. They are 10 li away from us.
The Imperial Noble Consort, with a promise worth 1,000 gold, has sent reinforcements. Our army swears to defend Great Yan to the death and crush the Dongyi.
Yeah.
Your Majesty, a report from Ling Pass. The Xiao brothers led their troops into battle against the Dongyi, outnumbered and overwhelmed. Genok Xiao then took a cavalry squad to lure the enemy into the mountain valley. Unfortunately, he was struck by an arrow and fell off the cliff to his death. And the Black Shadow Guard was completely annihilated.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. The thorn in your side has been removed.
In 3 days, we will hold the grand ceremony to install the Empress.
Do as I say.
Yeah.
Stop right there. You see me, yet you don't kneel?
You have not yet been made Empress. You are in no position to demand my deference.
Xiao Yunzhi is dead in battle. The Black Shadow Guard is wiped out. You are nothing but my defeated opponent.
The game is not over yet. The winner is still unknown. That step to the throne of Empress might just be the path to your death.
Xile, today I will use your blood to splash a ground of peach blossoms to celebrate for me. Take her away.
Yes.
I have failed the late Emperor. The lives of the entire Xiao clan are at your Highness's disposal.
Now that the city gates are open, there is no turning back. General, will you aid me in avenging the late Emperor, restoring the rightful rule?
I swear my life to your service. To slay the tyrant, into the palace, to slay the tyrant.
The coronation ceremony. The auspicious hour has arrived.
Chang Qingye, so you're still alive.
I knew you would come. But you have betrayed me. Now you should kneel and apologize to me.
If not for a Yan, I would never have stooped to be with you.
Finally speaking the truth.
Your Majesty, why not proclaim the true identity of the new Empress to all under heaven? Yi Qinglan, daughter of the Yi family in the capital, died suddenly 3 years ago. You used her identity to enter Prince Yi's mansion and later became Consort Chun. You forced the emperor to make you empress and appoint the eldest prince as crown prince. In truth, you want the Eastern Yi to take over Great Yan. Am I right? Princess of the Eastern Yi.
Do you have any proof?
The letters exchanged between you and the Eastern Yi royal family are the proof.
Even if you know my identity, so what? Now, only I can order the Eastern Yi to withdraw. Otherwise, within days, Great Yan will fall.
As long as the soldiers of Great Yan stand, the Eastern Yi shall never set foot here.
Xiao Yunzhi. Xiao Yunzhi. Even if you survive by luck, a few thousand shadow guards can never defeat the Eastern Yi army.
Of course it's more than that. Thousands of shadow guards and the unyielding people of Great Yan. It was you, the Emperor, who tampered with the late Emperor's edict, making the people the sacrificial pawn for regicide and usurpation.
This edict, didn't you burn it?
You claimed to lead a campaign, returned in triumph, but in reality, you sued for peace with gold, silver, and maidens. And you slaughtered everyone who knew the truth.
This is all the scheme of that Eastern Yi witch. I deliberately deceived Eastern Yi and made them submit.
Being selfish and cowardly is not shameful. What's shameful is not daring to admit it. Today, with the blood of the Eastern Yi Princess, I sacrifice to the people of Ling Pass. For the Eastern Yi Princess, raise the sky lantern.
Do you know? The first prince is not of the dragon seed. He is of Eastern Yi blood. He nearly became the Emperor of Tianyan.
Drag him away.
I will not concede. An Eastern Yi never concedes.
Everything I have planned has been to make you empress. I kept my promise. The painting of rivers and mountains you made hangs in this hall.
This Rivers and Mountains painting was originally created for the late emperor. And you, Paul, killed the sovereign and usurped the throne. Do not deserve this realm.
What my royal brother could give you, I can give you just as well.
Your entire life has been trapped in twisted desires. You tried to take everything from a Yan. Your dream should end now.
Those were the Qinghen guards of my royal brother. Even if I die, the bloodline of my royal brother must not survive.
Yan, I have avenged you at last. Jinga, survive and restore peace to Great Yan.